create what for India is really a unique educational experience. We want to create a curriculum that promotes global literacy, cultural literacy, Christian literacy, biblical literacy, and really trains them in the practical aspects of pastoral ministry with a mentorship model to really give them a capacity to read the scriptures properly in its historical context, in its grammatical context, in its literary context, a strong knowledge of biblical languages, biblical theology. Right now we're really working through trying to build the curriculum for the future, looking for what we call a 2020 vision of trying to have both a BTH, a Bachelor's of Theology, and a Master's of Divinity in place, which are their two undergraduate degrees. When we talk about trying to establish them as pastors and training them with a mentorship model, we're looking at creating more of a partnership, a slow and steady, hands-on approach of not just going to give you this homework assignment, but I'm going to give you the homework assignment, I'm going to teach you how to do it, and I'm going to help you how to do it until you learn how to do it. And when you learn how to do it, then I'm going to still be there to guide you when you need me, but I'm going to transition little bit by little bit the control over your own education to you. Well, we have basically two different ways that we work with the faculty. I meet with them at least once a week to talk with them about curriculum design, lecture design, talk about educational philosophy, to really help them in their own study, in their own professional development, really encourage them to be reading certain types of books. So the other phase of what we do is that John Donnelly and myself actually travel to India. We have very intensive faculty meetings, actually making syllabi with them, actually designing lectures with them, listening to them lecture to evaluate what they're doing and giving them some tips, getting them writing research reports, giving presentations, creating classroom environments where there can be discussion, debate, dialogue, teaching them Hebrew. We haven't done Greek yet, but we're really looking forward to having a real intensive couple months doing Greek. I am beyond excited about the building. As it stands right now, such a large percentage of our budget goes to paying an ever-increasing rent in a building that just simply isn't that nice. You know, it doesn't have what we need. It doesn't have what the students need to be more comfortable. It doesn't have the kind of environment that's conducive to education. Sound is awful. You find yourself having to scream over vehicles that are driving by outside, horns, kids in the park, there's no glass in the windows. The kids get the mosquitoes because we have our bars on open windows holes with no windows. New building is going to provide us the opportunity to have an open library that's got climate control so that the kids can get access. Right now we have to keep them locked up in kind of airtight, sealed cabinets. Kids can't even hardly get at the books. It's going to give us a chance to have a library. It's going to give the kids a chance to have nicer sleeping accommodations, better cooking facilities, more room. We need space so that our faculty can come to that school and be a faculty, which means doing their own study, their own development, their own growth, to be able to have private meetings with students, to do counseling with students without being overheard. There's basically in the program, in the building that we have now, there's no privacy at any kind. You cannot have a private conversation in that building. Let's get this building up because it's going to make a major impact. It's also going to bring all the buildings together. So instead of the young ladies being so far away and having to be bussed around, the whole campus will be together. They'll be with the Lowe's house and where the church is, the dorm room where the girls are, and the boys all together in one thing. It's going to radically change the educational experience we're able to give these students when we get this building up.